The views and opinions of the hosts and resource persons do not represent those of the organization, the university, and its stakeholders. Viewer discretion is advised.
Young dreamer.
Ay! I'm trying to be inspirational here, guys.
Take two, kunwari di namin narinig.
Yung sa akin hanggang to the listeners, to our audiences, si Jex, to our young
Ano ba, guys? Grabe. Nag-search pa ako ng quotes for the young dreamers. So, hayaan niyo ako.
So, hello and welcome back to the new Inner Nook podcast season, where we discuss insider news, stories, and trends in CCS. So, I'm your host for today, Catahan, and in today's episode, we will be talking about 2022. Yes, a new year and a whole lot of expectations. After what we've gone through for these past 2 years, I think, I really am putting in my bets in 2022. Sana ito na yung maging plot twist na kailangan natin after so long. Pero hindi ako magre-reklamo about 2020 and 2021. As after all, we're looking forward. And joining me here today are very special guests who I'd also like to assume are excited for the new year. So guys, can you introduce yourselves?
Okay. Hello. I'm Sebastian Diaz. You can call me Seb. ID 121 from the College of Computer Studies, currently taking BS Computer Science, major in Network and Information Security. My New Year's resolution, my New Year's resolution is to declutter my room kasi super gulo niya talaga right now. Yeah.
Okay lang. Okay lang makalat ang kwarto, hindi ang tao.
Tama.
Hi guys, so I'm Bianca Cuales. I'm also from 121 CCS. I am from LSCS Software Technology, and my New Year's resolution would be to spend less on Shopee kasi lately I've been on platinum na. So yeah, grabe. Sobrang wala.
Grabe achievement.
Yes! Competitive lang.
Alright, hello guys. I am Zeke, ID 121, from BSCS NIS, Network Information Security. I'm blockmates with Seb. Tapos, New Year's resolution, kasi sabi kanina, excited ako sa New Year. So, my New Year's resolution is to read more books. Pero usually dapat to spend less sa Grab. Kaso nga lang, parang parehas na kami ni Pia. So, kaya akong parehas ka. Joke lang. So, yeah. Hello, everyone.
Okay, hello.
Hi, I'm Alexandra Hart po. I'm an ID 121 and from CCS. I'm currently taking up BSCS CSE, and my New Year's resolution for this year would be to take more risks and make new friends. Thank you.
Sana magka face-to-face para magkita kayo on campus.
Tama.
Okay, so nice to meet you all. Freshmen nga pala kayo lahat. For me, I'm 118 pala, and hindi ako sure kung may resolution ako kasi goal ko lang for 2022 is to graduate. Sana graduate ng face-to-face. Ayun na ang goal ko. So with all that, welcome to the Inner Nook podcast. Excited na ba kayo iwanan ng 2021?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes. Tama na. Tigil na natin to.
Bakit? Ano bang nangyari sa 2021 nyo? Kailangan nyo iwanan?
Ano ba meron, Zeke?
Di
kasi parang sa 2021 super daming challenges and I feel like kota na.
Wow.
Joke lang. I feel like kasi parang super na built na tayo sa 2021 to face the new challenges ng 2022. So feeling ko ready na ako. So sana ready na rin tayong lahat. So yeah.
Well, I think for a lot of us kasi nung 12 months ago, lahat tayo nag-expect na 2021 magkikita na lahat. Pero naging 2020 part 2 siya. So, lalo lang tayong naipon sa pagod, lalo lang tayong nawalan ng motivation. And I think it's very draining for everybody this year. So I hope for 2022, magbago lahat ng yan. For real na. Lahat na expectations natin for 2021, sana mapunta siya sa 2022. At magkita na lahat-lahat bago tayo graduate at mawala sa GOX. So with all that, I'd just like to ask, how was 2021 for the rest of you?
Okay, ako muna. 2021 for me, super daming challenges talaga. Ewan ko, kasi transition from senior high, tapos college. I expected na pagpasok ng college face-to-face na. Pero, yun. Turns out, dito pa rin tayo, Zoom pa rin, Canvas pa rin, di pa rin tayo makatapak sa GOX. Yun. So, that's why it was so hard for me. Kasi may expectations na ako na hopefully, sa 2022 matupad.
Hopefully. Manifesting. I think the odds are better for you guys since slowly naman nagpe-prepare yung Lasal for face-to-face and feel ko either way, maabutan yan. Freshman pa naman kayo. You still have 4 years of college. Ganun pa katagal. How about for the others? I mean, aside from, yung academics nyo, has there any, Tagalogin ko na lang, may mga ganap ba nangyari sa personal lives niyo kahit na online lang? Or parang, stagnant?
So for me, 2021's been super crazy because a lot of things happened na I didn't really expect to happen. For example, first of all, getting into the LSU, Seb knows this, but it was a shocker for me. I didn't expect to end up here too. And then, as for everything else, I mean, syempre, parang hindi naman kasi tayo makakalabas 2021, right? Everything was still super strict. But, yeah, I mean, at least we still made friends despite everything that happened. So, ayan, sila Seb, Zeke, Aliex, and you, Kimmy. So, ayan, super thankful naman at least for that. So, yes.
It's a bit difficult, but I think, lahat na na-meet yung friends online, especially since yun pa lang yung relationships na na-build nyo as a freshman. Feel ko 10 times yung excitement nyo pag nakikita nyo sila sa campus na doon na kayo mag-i-invite na mag-lunch kung saan, tapos malilate na lang kayo. Sana hindi kayo malate sa klase, pero imposible hindi malate sa klase, mas lalo na first time nyo mag-lunch out as a block or as a friend group, ganun. Pero other than that, anong mga bagong experiences na nakuha nyo from 2021 na sa tingin nyo, good experience na?
Ako kasi, actually, late 2022, mid 2021, nag-join kasi ako ng multiple orgs, outside school, ganyan, me and Dia. Siya naging friend ko si Dia dahil sa volunteer orgs. And super fun, kasi nung 2020, super boring yung mga first weeks, months pa ng pandemic. Di man siya boring in a sense. Parang wala kasi akong ginagawa masyado and super tagal nung vacation that time, diba? So, nung nag-join ako ng org, super dami ko na-meet na people, ganyan. Tapos super daming, from diverse backgrounds, ganyan. Meron taga Mindanao, taga Visayas, meron pang taga ibang countries, ganyan. So, parang super fun na nakatrabaho ko yung mga taong yun. Working on the same ideology, working on the same advocacies, ganyan, fighting for the common ideals, ganyan. So, yeah. So, ayun yung naging super fun for me ng 2020 tsaka 2021. Kasi ng 2021, mas naging active ako with orgs. Kasi ng 2020, parang nag-warm up pa lang ako with org culture, ganyan eh. Kasi some of them, naging org people na way back 2019 pa, 2018. So nung nakapag-warm up na ako with the org culture, ganyan. Ngayon, BS org na ako ngayon sa Lasal eh. Pero yeah, so, nakapag-branch out na ako. So yun, super fun pala mag-orgs. Because ayun, dami mo nakakatrabaho. Though parang hectic yung schedule. Fun talaga kasi ang dami mo nagagawa outside academics. Ang dami mo rin natututunan outside academics. Hindi mo natutunan through books and through tutorials. Ganun. So, yeah.
So, question lang. Nung nag-start ka mag-join ng orgs, hindi ka pa college student?
No. Parang bakasyon ng grade 11. Yeah.
Ang dami mo ng connections, ibig sabihin. At such a young age. Ang dami mo nang nagawa. Period.
Yeah,
I think,
for fun.
I think, ikaw na yung magiging BS org. Because ikaw magiging BS org ka for your college life. I'm not sure if good thing ba yun. But I think you'll be able to handle it since ang dami mo nang nasalihan. So, I think with all of that, I think we could all say na 2021 was a mixture of good and bad. Tama ba? Agree ba ang lahat doon?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wala,
agree.
Yeah.
wala namang prevailing bad. I think in the world news kasi, I mean, although continuous pa rin ang pandemic, at least nagkaroon na tayo ng vaccine rollout. Lahat kayo vaccinated na, di ba? Ayan, get vaccinated everybody para makapagpasko na lahat ng sabay-sabay. So I think even if the pandemic did continue on, at least we had like new medicines, new vaccines that could help us, slowly transition into a face-to-face. And I think that's another factor with all of us to take in consideration for the expectations that we will be setting for 2022. Kasi lahat tayo nag-expect na face-to-face, di ba? Parang hindi ata kami nag-iisa doon na face-to-face na dapat by 2022. For you guys, as freshmen who weren't able to, join the campus yet, what are like your expectations for the campus by 2022?
So, my expectations for our campus talaga, siguro yun experience na makaapak talaga sa university, as in, masusubukan mong makasama yung classmates mo talaga, hindi na sa Zoom, na like sabay talaga kain, sabay kayo malilate, ganun, sabay kayo uuwi, sabay kayo aalis. Kasi one of the most stressful thing ngayon sa online is that magkasama kayo lagi. Lagi kayong magkausap, lagi kayong nakikita, pero parang may kulang lagi. So parang if magka face-to-face na, hopefully, ayun, sana magkita na talaga. And sana like, meron tayong atmosphere talaga na physically, kaya na natin makipag-usap with each other. Yun lang naman.
How about for the others?
For me, I agree with si Alex kasi I've never gone to DLSU ever. So like, ayun, sobrang new student nga talaga. So I'm super looking forward to meeting my friends and ayun, forming deeper connections with them. Wow! Like beyond work. Kasi, ayun nga, although we're always together, most of the time we're talking as if like puro pang work lang talaga. Like there's a barrier that is really hard to break, especially in an online setting. So then, as Alex said earlier, parang it would be much better sana to be able to actually meet them and go through things with them in a way na we can both see each other. Parang ganon. Gets mo, guys? Thank you.
Gets naman. I think, add ko lang, as freshmen, feel ko if I were in your position, I wouldn't be able to open up to friends or like classmates para maging close kami agad. Kasi, ang tatanungin mo lang naman sa kanila is, uy, tapos ka na ba sa homework mo? Yun.
True.
Parang, paano ka magkakamusta online? Uy, kamusta na yung jowa mo? Parang, hindi mo naman kayo magkakilala. So, ang hirap for you guys. At, ayun. For you guys ba? Ganun din ba for 7Z?
Ako talaga looking forward to going to DLSU, tapos kahit makapag-hi hello ka man lang sa mga classmates mo. Kasi it really feels lacking ewan ko, online classes. I really want to interact with people kahit yung mababaw na shallow na musta day mo, hi, paggaan lang sa hallway. That's something I really look forward to talaga. And yun talaga yung expectation ko, and that's what I'm excited for pag nag-face-to-face classes. Yun lang naman for me. Super babaw pero.
Okay lang yun. Kasi I think, kunyari after exams, no face-to-face pa, kahit na magkasama lang kami ng mga kaibigan namin, ramdam na namin yung shared comfort. Wala na kailangan i-share na words, wala nang kahit anong sasabihin pa. I think just the mere presence of a friend, physical presence, okay na yon kaysa sa, di ba parang after kung mag-exam sa online, parang mag-isa ka lang. So, ang hirap magbigay ng comfort. And I hope, my biggest hope for you guys is talaga ma-experience nyo lahat ng yan. Grief, sadness, joy, all in face-to-face. Kasi lahat ng yan, may experience mo. Lahat na na-experience nyo right now, may experience nyo tenfold when you guys meet each other. Kasi lahat ng feelings may emphasize. And, though, wala ba kayong parang expectations on other aspects besides academics? I mean, face-to-face lang ba yung ina-expect nyo, greatest expectations nyo for next year?
More gala. Sorry. Go, Alex.
More gala. Ano?
And then for gala naman, relate din ako dyan. Gusto ko nang makita friends ko. Puro na lang ACADS, puro na lang kung ano-ano. Gusto ko nang humingi ng fresh chikas ng kaibigan ko.
Super
Pero
totoo nun. Super totoo nun. Kasi papasok akong Discord, tapos ang maririnig mo lang sa friends mo, kahit yung close friends, sabi nila, super drained ako, super exhausted ako, grabe talaga online classes. Paulit-ulit na ganun. Kaya di na ma-pierce through sa hindi na makapunta sa ibang conversation. Laging ACADS, pagod, online
Yeah.
classes.
That's same. Kasi diba parang iba rin yung interaction niya with friends kapag ka, iba yung bardagulan kapag ka, like in real life, like, ako kasi like as a person, siguro like, ewan ko, yung friend group namin before, like super, di ba touchy yun? Siguro touchy yung term gagawin ko, pero I'm not sure kung yun din yung term yun. Like, alam mo yung kunwari kapag, like, yung tutulakan ka, parang, alam mo, funny mo, tutulak mo yung person. Parang, you gets ba yung thought? Parang iba yung like, iba yung level, like, iba intense yung emotions. Kunwari, you have chika, ganyan sa friends mo. Iba yung intensity nung pagkwento mo kapag like online or like compared sa like sa in real life. Kasi parang kunwari, parang may exams, parang super alat nung questions, ganyan. Iba yung nakikita mo yung yung nangyayari talaga sa kanya, like the way niya describe ng friend mo, yung experience niya. Compared sa online, for me talaga iba talaga kasi so yeah, like nag-look forward talaga. Yeah, with like more interactions in real life like with friends. Kunwari, like iba talaga, like kunwari kami ni Bia, diba sabi ko naging friends na kami 2 years ago. Sometimes nag-wonder kami, baka robot lang talaga ako or si Bia. Totoo ka ba? Kasi never ko siyang nakita in real life. So baka lang AI lang siya ganun. So
Yeah. Jex and Vic and I are super close right now. But then even if like we haven't met online, parang we're this close now. What more if we've met, diba? Parang sobrang, what if Jex is faking it lang pala ngayon na parang hindi pala siya ganyan talaga sa totoong buhay. Grabe, Jex.
Diba? Ang hirap
Grabe yung level ng pagka-fake naman.
Ang hirap kasi talaga i-determine kasi baka nagfafasad lang yung mga tao. So yeah, like may trust issues at some point. Pero yeah, yun talaga yung something to look forward to. Like, kaya gusto ko na rin mag-face-to-face. Kasi, yun, yeah. Dahil ko sinabi. But yeah.
Pinaka-excited talaga pag nagkita na kayo. Yung mga chika nyo, hindi lang siya isang buong chat sa messenger or kung saan man. May kasama na siyang, uy, alam mo ba? Yun talaga gusto ko marinig na chika ulit. Very fresh, tapos may actions pa. So, kayo naman, tayo dito, meron bang, aside from friends, are there any expectations that you'd like to see sa campus? I mean, for example, sa learning styles, ganun.
Siguro ako, I expect na mas maging effective na yung ako na yung thought si Bia, chika daw ako ng chika. But then, like, feeling ko mas maging effective na yung like yung learning environment. Kasi parang for me, ang hirap matutunan nung like lalo sa prog. Ang hirap niyang i-gets kasi ako, I don't have any background with program. Tapos like feeling ko if like nakakapag-lab kami like in real life ganyan tapos like tuturo talaga ng prof sa classroom setup, mas ma-absorb ko siya in a way. So like I feel like by utilizing the facilities of LaSalle talaga like in real life ganyan, feeling ko mas maging effective, like maging immersive yung learning environment for me. So yeah.
Totoo naman. Kasi ako, dagdag ko lang, sorry. Sa CCI Comp, for example, we're supposed to build our own PC right now. Parang
Ano nangyayari sa online?
Ayun nga, since online, we just have this sheet na we're just gonna fill it out. Pero kung F2F daw yun, we're gonna build it sa one of the labs sa
Oo,
DLSU. So,
ganun.
ang sad, di ba? Laboratory class sana siya, pero ngayon, sheet na lang
Ang
siya of paper na
hirap,
pupunuin
paper lang
namin.
siya. Mhm.
Yun
Dati
lang.
kasi parang nung nag-CCI-com kami, parang kita naman talaga namin yung different wires, yung different ports ng CPU. Tapos parang, syempre, mahirap siya. Pero nisip ko, paper, mas mahirap pa pala. May hihirap pa pala doon.
I'm also
Pero-
super curious about. Oh, sorry.
Ay, go.
But yeah, I'm also super curious about yung sinasabi nilang renovations daw somewhere. Sa library ata, I'm not sure.
Sa
Tapos
Gox
this
Lobby.
Oh, yeah, ayun.
Yes.
Yeah, I keep hearing that building pa yung Gox. I'm super curious, like, what it looks like or what it is, because, yeah, I've never been to campus. So, I really wanna see what they're talking about, pati yung mga Baxilog or something, parang ganon, stuff I've heard about Lasal. So, yeah.
So if I just like to introduce to you guys yung Gox. Kahit si Cheska ata hindi pa nakapunta sa Gox kasi ID 120 siya. So basically, we have our separate building for CCS. And then the lobby, the first floor, is the Gox lobby. And then dati, before pa ng renovation, nandun lang kami nagka-hangout para magmain, mag-code in between classes. Ganun. It's kind of like a public place for everybody para mag-hang out. And then, I think before the pandemic, late in 2019, nagkaroon ng renovation. So, hindi na namin naabutan kasi na abutan siya ng pandemic. And I think ngayon mas maganda na siya kasi aircon na siya. So, parang pagdarating ka ng Gox, di ka na magpapawis ever. Tapos, pwede ka nang may sarili na atang rooms. So, parang may library-ish feel. Totoo, may McDo pa. Hindi namin naabutan yung McDo. Na-stress ako doon kasi sobrang taas na expectation namin na maabutan namin yung McDo sa Gox. Pero hindi na ata. Pero kayo, feel ko maabutan nyo. So may iced coffee na kayo araw-araw, every subject. Tapos never na kayo nawalan ng energy kasi puro caffeine na yung iniinom nyo. And then, excited pala ako makita nyo yung sa tapat ng Gox is yung Agno Street. And then, nandun lahat ng pagkain na, well, affordable. Kasi pag sa Lasal ka bumili ng pagkain, may mga affordable, may mga sobrang mahal na feel mo mauubos na yung baon mo in one day. Doon tayo sa affordable, syempre. Tapos nandun lahat ng kainan and then parang naghahalo-halo lahat ng amoy to the point na didikit sa'yo yung amoy. So I think isa yung kind of like fault kapag nag-aircon na yung Gox, lahat ng amoy ng Agno madadala nyo. Exciting para sa inyo. Pero dun sa online setting natin ngayon, like, wala bang something, like, kunyari, process or some features sa Canvas na gusto nyo idala sa face-to-face? Kasi, I think pag face-to-face na, hindi na tayo reliant sa Canvas, but like, will you miss Canvas in any way, shape, or form?
Girl, me, super like ko talaga yung discussion feature ni Canvas. Kasi rarely do we engage in conversations actually pag online, pag face-to-face. Kasi pag face-to-face, ang nangyayari lagi, parang may magli-lead ng lecture, tapos yun na yun, hanggang doon na. Tapos kumbaga, our students would interact sometimes, they would answer, they would talk with the teacher, pero bilang lang. Pero dito kasi sa Canvas, rine-require kami. Okay, required, kailangan yung mag-discussion. Magugulat kayo mga wala masyado sinasabi. Ang hahaba ng mga sagot ng essay. So parang, alam mo, in a way, nakakatuwa siya kasi lahat talaga ng tao nakakapag-engage. Pati yung mga kahit sabihin mong require kasi, parang, in a way, ito yung catalyst na parang, okay, go engage with your students, with your classmates. Tapos yung mga mahihain dati, parang willing to share. And then, you get to learn a lot of things talaga. So siguro, if madala yun sa face-to-face, parang, okay, discussion Or parang wala lang, ang cool. Siguro that would be a nice integration.
Tsaka diba parang it allows us to go paperless in a way. Hindi na kailangang mag-submit ng papers or whatever, submit mo lang siya through Canvas. I think, personally, gusto ko siguro pa nag-face-to-face, submission should still be through Canvas. So, super cool eh. Tapos meron pang calendar para hindi mo ma-miss. Kasi pag face-to-face, di mo,
Baka yung
magulat ka na lang.
celebration when you pass.
Yan ba? Yung,
Yeah. Oh, di ba happy ka rin?
Kahit late submission.
True.
Kahit na late submission, may ganun pa ring effect. So, basta mag-submit pala may celebratory feeling. So, it's also nice to hear from you guys kasi from what I usually hear in my batch, kami medyo sawa na kami sa Canvas. I think it's just because na gusto namin graduate and gusto namin matapos. But I think you guys offer just very fresh perspectives na, hindi ko naisip dahil sa discussion board, nagpuput na effort maraming tao sa actual thoughts nila. Diba? Parang, naman, parang nawalan lang ata kami ng will to put in effort over the years. I hope na dahil sa perspective na to, lahat ng 118 na nakikinig, bumalik yung will nyo to study hard as freshmen kasi, last year natin, might as well take in consideration lahat ng moments na magiging last na. Also, dun sa paperless, agree ako dun kasi since CCS nga, I think before pa ng pandemic or online setting, ang main goal ng CCS is to go paperless kasi majority ng ginagawa natin sa computers and everything. I hope i-retain pa rin nila yung Canvas kasi although may times na annoying yung notifications, it still serves us student body well kasi it connects us. And I think, even if hindi na siya online, meron pa ring perks of using Canvas kasi mapapadali yung buhay ng both teachers and students.
Hey there. Hate to interrupt like an ad, but before we continue, allow us to squeeze in some messages from our team. For more LSCS content, follow the Inner Nook podcast in YouTube and Spotify. You can view the links at the description of each episode. Make sure to stay tuned to our other projects too. We have UBits as well as the LSCS official newsletter, Bits and Bytes. Check out the LSCS Facebook page to find out more. That's fb.com/LaSalle Computer Society. And as a quick reminder, the views and opinions of the hosts and resource persons do not represent those of the organization, the university, and its stakeholders. Viewer discretion is therefore advised. Now back to the podcast.
Doon tayo sa Aliex and Mylasal. I think you don't have experience of it yet. Tama ba? Since
Very few.
ilang
MLS pa.
Yeah.
ilang
payment pa lang, siguro ganun. Or sa printing ng EAP.
Kapag enlist.
Hindi pa.
Not yet.
Oh no. So wait, ask ko lang, you guys are freshmen this is the first term. This is
Yes.
your first term. Okay.
All of
So
them.
wala pang experience sa pre-enlistment? Or nag-pre-enlist na rin kayo? Okay. I'm so sorry for you guys. Okay, so if you think Canvas is like such a great website, app platform for ourselves, for the student body, Mylasal and Animusis, not like that. Sobrang bagal and sobrang outdated ng design. I'm not going to trash talk. It's something na collectively known by everybody naman. And it's just slow kasi maraming gumagamit all at once. So, ganun talaga yun. Unless na may bago tayong server or platform. So, I think kapag face-to-face, even if face-to-face, hassle pa rin for you guys ang pag-enlist, pag-enroll. Kasi even if dito, may campus na, hindi pa rin, I'm not sure how to enroll manually. Like, may option dati na gano'n mag-enroll ka manually. I think pupunta ka pa sa accounting office and everything. Pero, sinong pipili nun, di ba? Medyo hassle din yun physically. Unlike for this one, maghihintay ka lang na matagal. Although, good luck sa first session nyo for pre-enlistment. Sinasabi na namin sa inyo as early as now, una, maging patient kayo. Hindi madali ang pag-enroll. Even if DL kayo, medyo may times pa rin na sobrang bagal for you guys. And two, it's not LaSalle's fault entirely na slow sila. So I hope you take them. Sana hindi kayo karoon ng hate on them. It's just something that you should expect for 2022 kasi kahit na face-to-face, same pa rin yung student services.
Pero 'di ba, parang may nabanggit na merong bago daw na platform for enlistment, parang yung Kamu or Betulin.
Wala akong nabalitaan.
Saan ka ba naka-enroll?
Sure ka Lasal yan.
Sorry. Medyo special yung sources ko. Meron nga daw. In the works.
Bakit? In the works? Sana naman naabutin.
Term 3? Term 2? Baka wala na kayo kinin.
Stress ako doon. Pero at least, di ba, I mean, pag face-to-face, if ever totoo yung sources mo na yan, if better nga yung system ng LaSalle, at least face-to-face na nga kayo, tapos better pa yung system, and then may canvas pa kayo, medyo madali yung college life nyo. Mahirap pa rin yung college life even face-to-face. Kasi magko-commute pa kayo, gigising pa kayo physically para sa classes nyo. Hindi na siya yung bukas laptop lang, tapos on na yung Zoom. For this setting, kailangan mo talagang maligo, magbihes, commute, or bababa pa sa konto nyo. Have you guys ever tried commuting ba? Especially in Manila?
Yeah, no senior high.
In the morning. So naramdaman mo na din yung rush hour?
Hindi naman going to school, pero parang pag luluwas ako, like pupunta ako sa condo ko, commute ako minsan. So yun, sabay ka sa bus, sabay ka sa masigap na MRT. Ay, LRT.
So ramdam mo rin yung rush hour pala. Ayun pala yung expectation number 2 ko. Sana wala ng traffic. Kaso, hindi siya mangyayari. Dito.
Labo yun, malabo.
Oo nga eh. As for me, kasi since DLSU senior high, DLSU ako, and nagko-commute ako. And so, at least 4 years akong nasa LaSalle. Collectively yung senior high and college. And then, never naging magaan yung commute story ko. Parang lagi siyang may horror-filled dread. Lagi na lang akong may bad experience. That's something I'm not looking forward to in 2022. Commuting again, or like having to travel sa workplace, kung baga. Although, I think that's a small price to pay to see your friends, right? Pero, aside from academics, like personally, what are your goals for yourselves this 2022?
Goal ko, sana lang naman, consistent na Dean's Lister ako for the entire academic year. Hopefully, di ba? Pero, yun lang naman goal ko, sa academically, pero ano naman, outside school, siguro ang goal ko is to have more self-discipline sa pag-gising ko, sa pagtulog ko, sa pagkain ko. Kasi ngayon medyo magulo eh. Gugulat na lang, tutulog akong 3 a.m., minsan 10 p.m., minsan hindi na. Ayun.
Napaka-importante talaga na maayos yung body clock mo pag may face-to-face na. Kasi,
possible ba yun sa CCS?
I'm sorry, I can't answer that. Medyo mahirap siya for CCS. Although, Di ako sure, pero alam niyo ba yung Gok Floppy dati, 24/7 siya at during midterms or finals and/or finals. So even if kunyari nagpupuyat kayo, pwede kayo magstay sa Goks. Kasama niyo yung ibang friends niyo. Although wala lang kayong CR para maligo. So kung ano yung sinuot niyo that day, yun na yung susuot niyo buong gabi. Ganun. But at least, diba, walang tulugan magkakasama.
I see Jex opening his mic. I think Jex can talk first. Zeke?
Sige, sige. Ako siguro like my personal goal next year is to learn how to parang hindi mag-commit to a lot of things. Because like personally talaga, this year, super dami kong pinag-commitan ng mga bagay, ng mga responsibilities. Like though kaya ko naman. But then hindi ko na nabibigyan ng time yung self ko. And like the people around me, like family, ganyan, nako-compromise. Kasi ang dami ko nang kinabitan, like orgs, ganyan. So syempre, like I have to like dedicate time pa rin naman sa ACADS, ganyan. Sa family din, ganyan. So feeling ko like, hindi pala feeling, like my goal talaga next year is siguro to resign to some of my orgs and to like learn how to let go some of the orgs na hindi na nakakapag, hindi na align with like dun sa gusto kong tahakin in the future. Because like some of yung mga orgs na, like yung volunteer orgs na meron ako, like though maganda naman yung ginagawa namin, like good cause, ganyan, hindi na talaga, like I think, hindi na beneficial for me to stay dun sa mga orgs na yan because like minsan half-ass na yung mga binibigay kong outputs. Kasi nga, parang nahirapan ako mag-let go. Siyempre parang, nahirapan mag-let go. Nahirapan mag-let go. Because like, naka-build ka na rin ng friendship dun sa like the people you work with, ganyan. So yeah, that's my personal goal next year. To know when is it okay to say yes and when is it okay to say no to responsibilities and opportunities being offered to me. So yeah.
Setting boundaries, tama yan. I think applicable yan for everybody and very important. Especially since freshman kayo, I think baka lahat ng opportunities na makita nyo, isipin nyo, good opportunity. Let's just say na not every door that opens in front of you is a good pathway. So for others pa, meron ba kayong before we move on to 2022, meron ba kayong unresolved like goals for 2021 na gusto nyong i-pass over for next year?
For me, I think it would be living a healthier lifestyle. Kasi, wow, okay, sobrang generic, guys. Sorry, yeah. Pero, ayun.
It's understandable.
Thank you. So, ayun. I feel like, ayun, I could work on, first of all, my mental health better. So, although right now, I'm doing pretty okay, I think it could still definitely be better, right? Especially with ACADS and stuff, and orgs, ayun. But then, besides that, also, like, physically, I guess, like, ever since classes started kasi, I haven't really been able to work out. So nung summer kasi, like it was consistent na. Sobrang ganda na ng routine ko. And then classes started. Tapos, and I haven't been working out and then I've been feeling way more tired lately and stuff like that. So I definitely want to try and get that back into my routine. Because, I mean, although it would be hard, I feel like possible naman sana.
Possible siya.
Yeah. I mean, ayun, although CCS tayo, sana naman, di ba, may time pa rin tayo to move around besides PE. So,
I think
yeah.
important talaga yon for us students kasi nga, di ba, ang most na nangyayari sa atin is we just get up to go in front of our PC. I think understandable naman na nawala ka sa routine mo noon kasi nga freshman ka pa lang, first time mo magka-college life at online setting pa siya. So very understandable na nawala ka, and I think it's good that you forgive yourself for not being able to do your best kasi there's always room and time to do better, 'di ba? For 2022. So lahat ng unresolved conflicts natin for 2021, kakayanin pa yan. Huwag kayong mag-give up. Sa inyo ba? Sa iba? Like, are there anything that you have missed out on for this year na baka gusto nyong i-bring up for 2022?
Siguro Mia would be siguro yung same with what Zeke mentioned a while ago, na masyado akong maraming kinumitan nung the past year. So talagang nahihirapan akong i-jumble. Like, kaya mo siyang anuhin, but you have to compromise. And one of the things na I compromised talaga was family time. And family time talaga. Kasi my friends, I talk to them pa din. Kasi same circle school, ACADS, org. Pero yung family ko, kahit nakasama ko sila ngayon sa bahay, hindi ko na sila masyado nakakausap. Hindi ko na sila minsan sabayan sa pagkain because I have to go to this meeting. I have to eat alone na lang. And that's something I really wanna make amends for, na parang sana next year, kaya ko nang mamili kung alin yun talagang pipiliin ko and matutuwa ko mag-balance and parang, okay, tama na. It's time for your family naman. Yun na.
Yes. Prioritize yourself, girl. Kailangan yan talaga. Kasi, mas lalo na, early on pa lang in your college lives, I think ang dami niyo na atang nakukuhang orgs. It's great that you guys commit yourselves to work, but it's also important that you prioritize yourself and your loved ones kasi baka sobrang out of touch nyo na lang tapos one day hindi mo na makikilala yung nangyayari sa bahay mo tapos parang ang ironic na online classes nga pero hindi kayo na kapag share ng meals together, di ba? Parang medyo sad lang. Pero for 2022, hopefully, you would be able to improve on that. Kasi, kakayanin talaga yan. Yes, good luck. Also, I think I've been asking you guys kung ano yung goals niyo for 2022. But it's, for everybody out there, the time of recording for us is December 21 pa lang. So, natural na wala pa kayong goals. And I think one big misconception for New Year for everybody is that kapag New Year, doon mo lang isa-set yung goals mo. Pero it's also good that as 2022 goes on, like each month, meron kayong bagong goal kasi parang imposible naman buong year ipa-plan out nyo na agad. I don't even do that. I don't think anybody does that. So, one thing lang for everybody, it's good that you set your goals as early as, January. Pero if ever hindi nyo siya nami-meet, and hindi nyo naman siya priority, it's okay to let go of some goals, especially if it's a waste of your time. Pero if meron kayong goals na medyo mahirap i-achieve, there are various ways to meet your goals and still, be in one piece at hindi nyo siya i-rush i-meet. I think the most important thing that you have to do is consult and ask your friends and also try to breathe. I think, how old were you guys? Parang wala pa kayong 20. Parang marami pa kayong opportunity to grow. So if ever nagkaroon kayo ng mistake in achieving your goals, just dust yourself off and say it's okay. Kasi there are various chances for you to grow. Opportunities rin. Ang daming opportunities for next year, I hope. Kasi face-to-face na. Yes? And with that, can I ask one message that you'd like to share to everybody who's also trying to meet their goals for 2022?
Pwede ako mauna. Oh my God, Jex, wait lang.
Sige, go lang.
No, kasi pag nauna si Jex, alam ko maganda yung sasabihin niya. So, siya na yung last. Kasi guys, di ba?
Nakakainis.
Dapat doon muna
Go,
tayo
Bia.
sa...
Tama, last kasi Jack.
Wait lang.
Ulitin ko na yung mga sinabi nyo. Magala ako. Ibang words, ganun.
Okay, wait lang. Talaga, na-pressure ako nung mag-on mic si Jex. So,
Nakita ko yung panic.
No way. Okay. Whew, wait lang, guys. So, I guess my message for the listeners, the people we have listening today, the audience, would be, like what Kimmy said earlier, I think it's okay to take things slow and give yourself some space and time then. Kasi although we try to focus on their ACADS, especially now na sobrang hirap to draw a line between work and personal life. Like in the online setup, everything's like mixing up. I think it's okay to, rest then and let yourself breathe. So I hope that everyone who's listening today gets to take time off for themselves and rest. Thank you.
So, ako naman, gusto ko lang sabihin na it's okay to say no. Sabi nga ni Kimi kanina na hindi lahat ng opportunities na darating sa atin dapat kunin natin kasi it might not be what's right for us, di ba? So, yun, leave some for yourself, leave some for your family, and kung sobra na talaga, wag manghihinayang kasi if it's actually for you, it's not gonna take up the entirety of your life or the entirety of your time. So, say no whenever you need to and balance your life lang na wala kang nakakalimutan, wala kang na-forgo ng mga bagay-bagay. Lalo, especially your family and the friends that you have. Kasi, baka na-swamp ka na pala sa ACAD, swamp ka na pala sa org work na hindi mo nakapapansin na your family is there. They're waiting for you or you're not seeing the people na dapat mong makita na. Yun lang naman. Thank you.
Siguro ako naman, my message for those listening about goals talaga. The thing is, we set goals na we think we can reach. We set goals na we have our eyes on talaga. Pero may mga goals tayo na hindi natin, na hindi premeditated. Kasi there are some goals na we hit intentionally. So when we do things, we should do it well when it matters and even when it doesn't. Kasi may mga bagay na hindi mo alam na pinepetics mo lang. Yun na pala yung goal mo. Yun na pala yung purpose mo sa life. So parang, while you still can, and as much as possible, siguro do it well. Hindi sa like, pipigain mo yung sarili mo na, okay, I'm gonna be the best. No. Like, do it well lang. Like, wag mo siyang isipin na hindi siya ganun ka-importante, na parang isi-skip mo muna siya. Kasi, masakit yung regret. And that's something na I learned last year. So, mas okay talaga na at least you tried your best. You've opened the doors. You've tried everything. Kahit na hindi mo ibuhos lahat, well, at least you tried. Kasi at the end of the day, there are some goals na we have to hit na hindi natin pinagplanuhan. So, parang yung goals na ito, mahihit lang natin yan with our consistent attitude, with our consistency. So, ayun lang. Thank you.
Ako siguro for me, for the young dreamers out there like me, like us, is one tip lang is we should learn how to live on our own timelines. Because like we have like meron young dreamers that wait lang, can you cut that? Pwede ko bang ulitin?
Young dreamer.
Ay, I'm trying to be inspirational here, guys. Ay, benta kaya.
Ito, kunwari di namin narinig.
Yung sa akin hanggang to the listeners, to our audiences, si Jex, to our young
Ano ba guys? Grabe. Nag-search pa ako ng quotes for the young dreamers. So, hayaan niyo ako. No! Wait lang. Ulitin ko, sabihin ka pa rin ng young dreamers.
Mga young dreamers, kakala mo hindi ka prosya.
Yes, sabi ko nga to the young dreamers out there like me. Nagsabi naman ako ng like me. Yeah. Okay, so para sa akin naman, to the young dreamers out there like me, no, na we should learn how to live at our own pace kasi we have our own timelines naman. So, dun sa goals na siniset natin for ourselves, ganyan, we should not be afraid of like having different goals dun sa mga taong nasa paligid natin. Like, wag nating limitahan sana yung goals na siniset natin for ourselves sa goals na meron yung ibang tao. Kasi sometimes, nilimit lang natin yung goals natin or binibase natin yung goals na meron tayo kung ano ba yung goals ng peers natin. Eh, dapat hindi ganun kasi nalilimit natin yung potential na meron tayo. So, for me, remember yung quote na shoot for the moon. Even if you miss kasi, you'll land among the stars. So don't be afraid to have huge goals. Don't be afraid to have like this superficial na ang ganda, like ang grand or ang laki-laki ng dream ko. Kasi parang in a way, nape-pressure ka in a good way na galingan or mag-perform ng magaling kasi mataas yung goal mo eh. Tapos parang if hindi mo siya na-achieve, it's okay lang. Kasi since ginawa mo yung like nag all out ka, ginawa mo yung best mo, most probably yung na-achieve mo is something great pa din. Kasi yung goal mo is something great from the start pa lang. Diba? So yeah, quote ko lang, yung nanonood ba kayo ng Grey's Anatomy? May quote doon si Christina. Sabi niya na na she is the she is the light in the broken system that she will fix whether you want her to or not. She's the sun and she's unstoppable. Remember, guys, na kaya natin maging sun in the broken system. Kaya natin maging light in the broken system na dapat nating ayusin because we are the sun and we are unstoppable. So, yeah. Grabe. So yeah, for me, yun lang yung message ko to dun sa mga tao nag-set ng goals nila. Kasi feeling ko kailangan nyo ng onting push na mag-set ng goals. Kasi wala talaga akong goals like siguro before this day. Like before this podcast. Pero nakapaglista ka ng goals ngayon. Kasi parang, kailangan ko pala magkaroon ng goals. And siguro dapat yung goals ko na yun, hindi lang siya small scale. Para, para fun din. Tsaka para medyo challenging din for the upcoming year. So, yeah.
Thank you guys for that. Gusto ko yung parang sobrang planado yung mga sagot nyo. Parang wala akong exit monologue for myself. Nahiya na lang sa sarili ko. But yeah, I think I agree with what everybody has said. Setting goals is important for us, but if you don't have goals as of the moment, it's totally fine. You have the time to set goals, to plan out your life. And if you ever have struggles in, accomplishing whatever you have set, may mga friend ka naman na pwede mong kausapin. They're always there to help you. Hindi ka nag-iisa sa struggle mo na yan. And I think even if you feel alone or if you feel like you can't accomplish something on your own, just remember that there are like hundreds of people just within the LSU going through the same thing as you are. You are just a student. Forgive yourself if you're not doing your best as of the moment. You are in a pandemic after all. So it's okay if you're not in the best shape. You will eventually be better if you have the chance to grow. And if you have seen the chance to grow, try to grab it. And if ever, nag-fail, it's okay. There are more chances that you will be having to meet in your life kasi 20 pa lang tayo. Well, for me, 20 pa lang ako. You guys, before, wala pang 20. So, I think we're all pretty young. Parang i-clump ko na lang together yung sarili ko sa age group nyo. We're all pretty young in our, 20s. Parang we have at least 10 more years before we reach 30. And even then, even if we're 30, we still have time, to be better people. Kasi life is a never-ending cycle of growth, mistakes, and failures. Parang paulit-ulit lang. Okay lang yun. Basta hindi ka nag-iisa. That's the important thing. And so, with that, we actually have reached the conclusion of our podcast. Thank you everybody for, being here with me and for sharing your ideologies regarding your goals. Parang mas marami akong natutunan from you guys kaysa na-share from my side. And I think that's okay, kayo yung guest kayo yung highlight of the show for today. And with that, I'd like to greet everybody a warm and prosperous new year. And may 2022 be the plot twist that we are all waiting for. And may it be the year na makakagalang na tayo lahat.
Happy New Year,
CCS!
CCS!
The views and opinions of the hosts and resource persons do not represent those of the organization, the university, and its stakeholders. Viewer discretion is advised.